Shalom, brothers. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all you brothers out there that's teaching this truth and sincerity. And basically, I was reading the assignment for the week, and the assignment for the week for the Dallas camp was to read Nahum, Habakkuk, and Zephaniah. And while I was reading it, the spirit jumped on me to see that these prophets all had the same message because they were all on one accord. How Paul said, "Be on one accord." Well, it was going on all through the scriptures with the prophets. And basically, I typed in on Blue Letter the day of the Lord just to see what would all come up. And basically, from the prophets of old all the way to the prophets of the New Testament, all the way up until today, everybody's saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And basically, what I wanted to do is grab Jeremiah 28:8 to start. It said, Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him. And when you look at what's going on in the news, you got brothers all over the world that's standing upon their watch, and they broadcasting to the elect pretty much. Well, actually to the whole world. Only the elect is gonna get it. But all these prophets are doing the same thing. They're telling you, look, the day of the Lord is not gonna be what you think it is. There's gonna be martial law. It's gonna be riots in the street. It's gonna be all these things. So basically, what I want to do is just go to, I typed in the day of the Lord, and I want to read probably at least one or two precepts from each prophet from Old Testament on up to show you about what the day of the Lord is and how all the prophets in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are all on one accord. I'm going to start with I'm going to start with Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 2 verse 12. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And what is that happening? That's everybody is all about themselves. The world is filled with pride and wickedness. You know what I'm saying? The most wicked, the most proud, the most lofty people are on the planet right now. And it's saying that the day of the Lord is going to deal with them people. Go to Jeremiah 13:6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. The day of the Lord. That's what I'm saying. Howl ye, the day of the Lord is at hand. That's what Isaiah was saying. Okay, let's jump to Jeremiah. For this is the day of the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries. And the sword shall devour, and it shall be satiate and made drunk with their blood. The Lord God of hosts hath a sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah was going into the prophecies of the Lord destroying different places and destroying kingdoms. All right, let's see. Let's go down. Let's see who's next. Okay, Joel chapter 3. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shabbat over there in the Middle East, man. As you see, it's bubbling up over there, man. It's already, I would say the day of the Lord ain't just going to be 24 hours, man. The day of the Lord is the day that he going to redeem the elect and eventually all the rest of Israel, man. The day of the Lord is going to consist of a culmination of things. How we talk about Jacob's trouble on to the chariots, that's all the day of the Lord. That's not all going to happen overnight. You understand? But the prophets was telling you to get ready for it. All you can do is get ready for it. Knowledge and wisdom being the stability in our times. You know what I'm saying? Amos chapter 5 verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be darkness for the people that's going to get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be darkness for everybody on the planet, man. They say the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. You know? Amos verse 5 and 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? It's going to be destruction, man. Obadiah verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. That's what I'm saying. When on the day of the Lord, people, it's going to be payback. It's going to be recompense. Zephaniah. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly. And even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That's what in the day of the Lord is going to be crying and bitterness, man. Death and screaming and gnashing of teeth, man. It's going to be going down. And the prophets is telling us to get ready for that, man. You know? Second Peter chapter 3. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's talking about thermonuclear destruction, man. That's all a part of the day of the Lord. The earth also and the works therein shall be burned up. You can't get around that, man. Old Testament, New Testament, you know what I'm saying? It's all in here. And all the prophets were saying that's how it's going to be. But I didn't want to keep y'all too long. I just wanted to make a point, you know what I'm saying? That was Peter. Peter had something to say about the day of the Lord. Paul had something to say about the day of the Lord. Zephaniah had something to say about the day of the Lord. Amos, Joel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Nahum, they were all talking about the same thing. That's what let us know that the prophets are back. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we'll get a lesson going on the reincarnated prophets, but you know, it's all the Lord's will. But with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all you brothers that's teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom.